The episode opens with a quiet but emotional moment as Lance and Destiny finally meet after a long gap. Both of them know that this meeting is not just a casual catch-up. There are feelings that need to be cleared up and unanswered questions that have been hanging in the air for months. Lance begins by admitting he is nervous. He hasn't seen Destiny for a while and expects it to feel a little awkward. Destiny shares the same nervousness. They both want to move forward, but the path is not simple. Lance starts the conversation by explaining why he kept a very big part of his life private. He had a child recently, but Destiny found out about it on social media like everyone else. He tells her he did not want to speak before he was sure that the baby was his. He wanted to protect her from uncertainty, but Destiny still feels hurt. She reminds him that they had long conversations in Los Angeles, including an hour-long talk just before he left, and he never mentioned anything. Lance admits he hid it from everyone, even his parents. He explains that he simply felt it wasn't the right time to share. Destiny listens but cannot hide her surprise. She was told by others that he left LA because the baby was being born, but Lance clears that up. He left because he was ready to go home, not because of labor. The talk slowly opens deeper feelings. Lance admits there was a time when he saw a future with Destiny. He once thought about being exclusive and maybe even getting married. But, he says, some red flags made him step back. Destiny, on the other hand, is now dating other people and says she is happy just taking her time. The two finally reach a gentle understanding. Lance apologizes sincerely for not being honest sooner, and Destiny accepts it. They both agree to move forward without bitterness. This is an important emotional release for both of them. Soon the scene shifts as more friends arrive, and the energy of the evening changes. Jokes start flying as the group gathers. The mood lifts, but some hidden tensions remain. Martel and Marceau's long-running issues begin to bubble again. For years they have carried anger and unfinished arguments about their friendship, their business dealings, and personal mistakes. Marceau knows that a simple get-together can turn into confrontation quickly. He says he does not look for fights but will not run from conflict either. He describes himself as gas waiting for a spark, and if Martel starts something, he will answer. The conversation drifts to their business history. Martel claims he gave Marceau an opportunity when they started their company, Sculpt. He says he always thought he was helping Marceau get on his feet. Marceau pushes back hard, reminding everyone that at the time he already owned multiple apartment complexes and several houses. He insists he never needed saving and that Martel is twisting the story. Friends around the table watch as the two men exchange point after point. It is difficult to know where the full truth lies. Their voices carry the weight of years of friendship and rivalry. Humor pops in when someone jokes about eating coleslaw in the back of a car. The joke is a sharp reference to Martel's past relationship, where coleslaw became a nickname for a side relationship. Everyone laughs, but it is a cutting laugh meant to tease Martel. He stays calm, but it is clear the comment hits a nerve. Marceau admits he sometimes enjoys pushing Martel's buttons and making him more upset. This mix of laughter and tension keeps the whole group on edge. Meanwhile, Destiny's personal life stays in focus. Trish tells her that Twan, who is Lance's godbrother, might be interested in her. Destiny is surprised but honest. She says if Twan really asks her out, she will say yes. What makes this more complex is that Lance has already given his blessing for Destiny to date again. Still, the idea of his godbrother being involved brings an awkward layer. The others in the group react with wide eyes and playful comments, but underneath the jokes they all know this is serious. For Destiny, it is another step in finding happiness after a hard breakup. The evening also reveals how friendships inside this group can bend and stretch. Destiny talks with Nell, a woman who has been like a mother to her. Destiny admits she was hurt when Nell once said she didn't really know her. Destiny explains that many women have mothered her since her own mother has not always been present, and Nell is one of those important people. Nell listens with an open heart, and the two share an emotional moment. They hug, cry a little, and let their friendship grow stronger again. It is a gentle reminder that despite loud arguments and gossip, deep connections can still heal. At the same time, another conflict brews when Letitia is mentioned. Destiny and others feel that Letitia talks too much about other people's personal business. She was the one spreading the rumor that Lance left LA because the baby was being born. Lance's mother, clearly upset, says Letitia should focus on her own marriage instead of making up stories. The group hears sharp words about privacy, trust, and respect. These words cut deep because everyone in this circle knows how painful gossip can be when shared online. The conversation continues to move between serious and playful. Destiny faces teasing about the men in her life. People joke that she is collecting relationships and throw around phrases like, Big D energy. Destiny quickly defends herself, saying she is not sleeping around and will not let anyone paint her as careless. She makes it clear that she deserves respect and that she values real connections. Even when others keep laughing, she stands firm. This strong response shows her growth and confidence. As the night goes on, we see how all these stories connect. There are mothers protecting their sons, friends questioning each other's loyalty, and old business partners still carrying grudges. At the same time, there are moments of love and forgiveness. Lance and Destiny start to rebuild trust. Nell and Destiny renew their bond. Even in the middle of conflict, there is room for soft words and second chances. Toward the end of the episode, Destiny reflects on her journey. She admits that she sometimes shuts down when she feels hurt, but she is trying to do better. She wants to speak honestly without saying things she will regret. Her quiet confession shows how much she is learning about herself. Nell, touched by these words, promises to stay close and continue supporting her like a mother would. The larger group slowly calms after a night full of strong emotions. They came together with hidden tensions, but they leave with a bit more understanding. Not every problem is solved. Martel and Marceau still have old wounds to heal. Gossip will probably stir again. But at least some friendships are stronger than before, and a few hearts are lighter.